So we're not hungry. We look like not hungry. There's nothing left.
Yeah, we're not hungry. Melinda ate it all.
Well, we're not, just wasted the food. Make it sure we ate it all.
You missed the piece.
No wasted. Yeah, Jilla, you missed the piece there.
No, I cannot take it.
That's the one that makes the button blow up, right? Boom.
So where are we gonna go next? Huh? Where are we gonna?
We're gonna watch the movie.
Movie. Yes, it's movie time after eating.
Yeah, it is movie time. Hopefully we can find one.
Sunday out.
Sunday mall fun day.
Yes,
Yeah.
there you go. Sunday mall fun.
Just chilling.
Like
I got
that.
my ladies with me. I got beautiful Miss Mel, gorgeous little G-Lie. Yeah.
There you go. Take care. So we are now in the movie. So we're here in the Imax movie. I'm waiting right now the price that I was ordered. James and Jill, they're already there inside. Seems like they're really excited. So coming inside the movie. Yeah, I'm here now inside. Never started yet. James and Jill was there. So it's just on the ass for now. Hello. Babe, so many people, huh? It's full. Oh. Yeah. So we are here in the middle. Okay.
Do me a favor, Ellie. Focus up. Stay off the belly.
They don't want to show the belly after we eat. That is funny. The cheese is mine.
Pimping the 3D.
Yeah.
3D. Where's your glasses? Put them on.
Wait.
Yeah, we gotta have the 3D.
Just
Get a
hold on.
picture with us.
Ooh, we're done. Finally. It is fun. But my eyes, it's hurt.
I'm gonna give them their glasses. Jill, I don't forget to give them their glasses.
Yeah, we return to the... So how's your movie?
Somewhat.
You like it? It's very intense though. I like it. We watched the Godzilla and Godzilla Kong, the new empire. That is so cool, the IMAX. I like it. So we are waiting James here. Using the restroom. And I think next we're going to go to the grocery. There's something that we want to get. And after that, we're gonna get back home.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning to a gonna be hot day here in the Philippines. So you know, the night of the pour that we had, after the concrete is set for a couple of hours, got a good surface to it and all, we were blessed with rain to come down, and it was just perfect timing, because you that don't know, there's many of you do know, but you that don't know, you need to keep adding moisture onto concrete when it's curing, and it helps with the curing process. And when that curing process is taking place, that's a chemical reaction happening inside, and basically, like I've told in a video a long time ago, it's growing crystals, It really is. If you was to look at it happening under a microscope, what's happening is it's growing out these crystals, and those crystals connecting across to each other is what makes concrete hard and strong, causes a crystal formation. Fibers, you know, just imagine like if you was to be putting fiberglass strands in it, which they do make fibercrete. It's growing its own fibers basically in there.
Now, if we were to take a sample of this concrete and look at it under the microscope at a magnification of about 100 times, this is what we'd see. The large yellow bits are the pieces of aggregate. The areas of blue with the grey dots is the liquid cement paste. If we really want to understand what's happening in the concrete as it hardens, we need to zoom in between the aggregate particles and look in the microscope to see what's happening in the cement paste. Now zoomed in 500 times and looking just at the cement paste, we'd see something like this. The areas of grey are the particles of cement powder, and the blue is the water in between. Now, as the cement comes into contact with water, the hydration reactions start, and because what is produced is chemically complex, we call them hydration products. If we were to look at the cement paste again, under the microscope, a few hours after mixing, we'd see the hydration products starting to form. Cement and water react to form hydration products, and it is these that bind the solid particles in concrete together. While I can mix this for the first few hours, by 5 or 6 hours it will be very difficult to mix because of the hydration reactions.
How long does concrete take to reach its full strength?
Well, concrete reaches its initial strength very quickly. Here's a concrete cube that I cast 24 hours ago, and it's already hard to the touch. If I were to look at this in the microscope, then I'd see that the cement and water had already reacted together to produce hydration products, and it was those that were holding the particles of aggregate in the concrete together. After 3 days, the concrete would have reached a strength typically of 50% of its long-term strength. And the concrete continues to gain strength as the cement and water react together, but it does so at an increasingly slow rate because the individual particles of cement are now protected by the hydration products that are formed, and so it's more difficult for water and cement to come together to react. In construction, we usually assume that concrete has reached its full strength or something very close to it after 28 days.
I heard that concrete never stops getting stronger. Is that true?
Well, actually, yes, that is true. So provided there's water around, the cement can continue to hydrate and the concrete will get stronger, but by a smaller and smaller amount. That's actually why we believe that the concrete in the Pantheon, which is 2,000 years old, is probably stronger today than it's ever been.
And of course, for that process to fully take place, it needs moisture. And if the moisture evaporates before the process has really got in its key moment of really growing those, if we just want to put it on a simple term like growing crystals, well, they're not going to grow as much and as strong. So you don't want it to get hot too fast. It produces heat when it's doing that. And just like if you've ever dealt with any like mixing up Bondo or epoxy or anything, or mixing up fiberglass resin or anything like that, you know, it's got a what they'll call cooking off. It's getting hot. It's got its period on that, and if it cooks off too hot and fast, it'll cause cracks, just like anything that overheats too fast. So with the ample amount of moisture, it can grow these, let's just call them nice healthy crystals and give it additional strength. So that rain, for you, the reason I'm covering this, I'm going to digress again. The reason I cover this is because I'm reading comments, and all of you might not be reading the comments. And many were concerned about that rain hitting the concrete, like that it might not have been a good thing or this and that. But if you'd seen earlier in the video, we were taking pails of water, and on the concrete we'd already poured that morning, we were throwing water on that because we were seeing that it was, you know, cooking off fast, and we needed to slow it down. Now, in the States and other Western nations, I'm sure too, there's an additive they'll put in the crete that will slow that process down, and to where it don't set off so fast like that. Gives you a little bit more work time, a little bit more transit time. A lot of that's for transit trucks and all too. But we didn't have that luxury. And I want to talk about a couple other things while we're talking about that. Let's just pretend that I had a transit mix truck to come, okay? Let's pretend that a transit mix truck came here. Now, that job is back here in the back. How are we going to get that concrete to the back? Let's explore this. So here we are, here's our street. And so let's say a transit mix truck comes in and it gets to right here. Gets to right here. Now, what's it going to do with that concrete? It's not going to pump it over there. We've had them out here before looking. We had originally, when we was going to pour this, we had them to come out here, the local companies that sell transit mix, and survey on bringing a pump truck. Well, they, you know, were really concerned of dealing with these power lines right here. See, the rooster's going to help me tell this story. They were concerned with that, and then it's a little distance back there to where that's at. So they weren't going to be able to get it pumped back there that far, and it was going to be very costly for a setup that could, okay? Then another thing they had was this screw auger type pump deal that if it was out here and it was going straight up like here on the house, well, that ain't gonna do no good back there in the back. So the option they would have had would have been that we would build a box. They actually, a lot of construction companies will own them. They'll build a box, and the truck will show up and dump the concrete in the box. And now you've got to remove the concrete from the box and either put it in pails or in wheelbarrows and take it around there. Now, what good's a wheelbarrow going to do? We're up on the second floor. We're up high. So you're going to build a big old elaborate setup and all this to lift it. They have a concrete lift that's got a little cart on it similar to the shape of that little hand cart right there, that's made out of I-beam and it's got a winch and brings it up. Well, that's not going to do any good. That's a bunch of money spent and a lot of time set up just to keep rehandling the same concrete, just to handle it again and again. Then you got to worry about the concrete going off in the box and hardening before you can get it out of there, because the truck just can't sit here forever. So once again, you're still manhandling it and going through a lot of manhandling to move that concrete. And the other option, you get this big old ass crane here. Now, for such a small job, a gigantic crane, it's got one of those buckets on it, and they fill up that bucket and they lift that across the sky, dripping concrete all over everything we've already built out front, up over these power lines, up over the corner of the house back there, and they dump it and they bring it all the way back again and all that. Can you imagine the cost and time and setup? Or we mix it ourselves right next to the structure and pass it up there. So there's a little answer maybe as to why. And as you see right here with the structure, we're pretty good at handling that. Miss Mel giving the sports car there a little convertible sports car a little bath this morning. Yeah. Vroom, vroom, vroom. So the guys are gathering up for work right now. We're gonna get busy another day. I want to show you something here. I put this grass here, these plugs, and been watering them, and there's green grass already sprouting all out of it. You see that? Look at there, green sprouting out of there where I've been watering it right there. Sugar, what you doing, buddy? What you doing, huh? I'll open the cab of the truck. There's some stuff inside. So, you gonna work on that skim coat? We'll just put that carpet just behind the green truck inside right there. And then inside, I got stuff here for you too, Joel. Inside the cab. It's inside. Let me see here. So I got this for my carpet. I got this for mop for the gate. Okay, there's that tube. And this light is for the CR. It's a LED. You don't have to put one in it. That put it just right in the middle of the room. Actually, just where shower. No, not over the shower, outside the shower. It's right in the middle of the room up there. Mounted up. It just mounts up against the ceiling. And, yeah, go grab that sack on the other side. Put it on the back of the truck. Weld on gate hinge. And this is some contact cement for... Yeah, so there's what else you're looking for. There's the bidet. There's the double valve. You got a T for that PVC. Mark's been out here doing welding. I bought those hinges. And he's about to prepare this gate to hang. Here, we're back out here on this pond while the concrete's still going through a curing process up there, getting its strength before we strip the forms. And we're digging this down a little bit more, getting its shape that we want it. I got Chip, aka Dig, over here digging. Yeah, he is over here digging, so he's starting to make this split off on this little channel, the San Antonio Riverwalk. He's bringing it on over to this concrete wall now. I don't know who put that coconut in right there. I think Melinda did, but we'll have to remove it, that little coconut log. But he is clearing the way, and the channel kind of zigzag here in front of this cabin. Well, Francis has been working on these fence posts today. He went back over the skim coat on them, sanded them after it all dried, and he's going over it now with concrete primer. Getting that done, man, that's looking good. And then somebody had a question about these square columns down here. I'll show you that. It's where the gate was before, but it's not going to be now. So we are chiseling those down, and we'll get them chiseled down, and we'll put a form around them, and we're going to re-pour them round. We'll just put a little skin over the outside of the current steel and stuff that's already in there. Anyway, we'll turn them into round columns like the rest, but with the deck that's going to be coming around the pool right here, the opening will be here now, not over here. So a little change right there. And they're getting that knocked out and chiseling that down. We've been waiting for lumber again. Always waiting for some lumber to finish the bridge. There's a lot of times there's lumber there, but it's not straight as I want, or it's not. So Mok and I just went and picked out the lumber that should finish it off for the bridge. Just don't hit that boat with that. Just lay them right out here. We're going to use them now. Just lay them out here. As long as they're flat where they don't warp, stack them neat so they don't warp. Yeah, there's my smell. So we got the gates up here now. I picked up those hinges. I do want him to cut those or bend them right there. That'll catch somebody. Yeah, I do want to get those off right there. I don't like that. Yeah, I like that. So inside in here, Joelle has still been working in the cabin, and there's water functioning in here now. So there is water in here. This is my first time ever seeing it. But there is water functioning here now, so that's nice. That's come online. Let's see if he's already done the toilet. Yep. So man, that's alive. We put the light fixture up, but we haven't wired it up yet. We got to wire up the heater. We just kept this thing simple, this cabin. So instead of penetrating and putting a pipe up the wall outside, we just teed off the one he brought through the floor in here and brought it up. Looks plenty good too. It's just fine.